All right, guys. The Toronto Raptors lose. They fall to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I don't know if the Raptors are ever going to get this pizza party. I mean, the Toronto Raptors were on the cusp of finally winning three in a row. You knew it was going to be tough, obviously, going up against the hottest team in the Cleveland Cavaliers, who continued their groove. Cleveland's just on a whole other level right now as the Cleveland Cavaliers go into Toronto, blow the brakes off the Raptors. I mean, this game was not close. Cleveland ran away with it early. They blow out the Raptors 119-95, and I am going to talk about it. Before we dive right into it, guys, please do me a solid. Hit a like on the video. It helps it a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more Raptors content just like this. So, I didn't think the Raptors were going to win this game. It was a tough spot, second night of a back-to-back. I know they were at home, so they didn't have to travel, but Cleveland just been playing ridiculous basketball right now. I mean, this team has been on a heater. It's funny because the Raptors beat Cleveland on New Year's Day, January 1st. Cleveland's only lost 2 times since then. The Cavaliers have won 9 in a row. They continue to rack up these wins, and this is a team that is one of the best defensive teams in all of the NBA. They don't necessarily stifle you with their offense, which they did do a good job of scoring in this one, going up against the Raptors. They did have 8 players finishing in double figures, but their defense really made their presence felt in this one, holding the Raptors to under 100 points. And the Raptors actually did a good job of stringing together a lot of games where they did score 100 or more. So Cleveland's defense did its job, absolutely contained the Raptors. Raptors shot at just 40% from the field, 29% from three. And the Raptors had multiple scoring droughts. And when that was going on, Cleveland, they did a lot of scoring of their own to really start to create separation. I mean, we saw it in that second quarter. Cleveland really just took this game and controlled it. They outscored the Raptors 37-23 in that second quarter, and the Raptors really did not make it close from that point on. I mean, they tried to get it within single digits, but that was not the case. Cleveland would not let the Raptors go on any run. It seemed like this was a 14, 16, 18-point lead all night long, and then some, as the Cleveland Cavaliers led by as many as 25. And this was a difficult game for the Toronto Raptors. I mean, you look at their starters in this one, outside of Scottie Barnes, we'll get to him in just a minute here, all of these guys struggled. I mean, Emmanuel quickly had the terrific outing the other night, Friday night against Houston, only had 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting. RJ Barrett, this was really his second worst game. I would probably pin it at that of his Raptors tenure. His worst game since that Jazz performance that he had against Utah. He was struggling from the field, 5 of 14. I mean, he did have 7 rebounds, but like I said, struggled from the field, 14 points. Didn't really get his offense going at all. He was a minus 12 along with Quickly, who was also a minus 12. Jakob Poeltl was huge against Houston. Had 6 blocks in this game, 7 rebounds, 6 points, 3 of 7 from the field. Gary Trent Jr. struggled from the field, just continues his inconsistent play. You never know which Gary Trent Jr. you're going to get. I mean, he didn't bring it on Friday night either in terms of his shooting, but at least he was able to impact the game with his defense. But I thought Gary did not play good in this game. And then Scottie Barnes, I mean, he was the only starter who brought it. Scottie Barnes was locked in for this game. One of the very few bright spots. I'll get to the only other bright spot in just a second here. But Scottie Barnes, 24 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, another triple-double, 4th career triple-double for Scottie, his 3rd one this season. A steal, a block, 9 of 15 from the field. So Scottie Barnes getting out of that shooting slump, which is good to see. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Scottie was really the only guy who was doing much of anything in this one. I mean, from start to finish, Scottie just kept applying the pressure. And in that first half especially, he was the only guy just trying to give the Raptors something when this team looked absolutely dead in the water. So Scottie Barnes, it wasn't a good game by the Raptors, but at least he brought in, and at least, like I said, he got out of that shooting slump, and Barnes able to get another triple-double. He was aggressive, efficient, and just an all-around performance that you like to see from Barnes. He was a +1 in this one, And the Toronto Raptors, I'm going to pull it up in just a second here. They were not good when Scottie Barnes was not on the floor. Scottie Barnes +1, and the Raptors were a -25 without him. So Scottie's impact clearly felt in this one. And when he wasn't on the court, it was felt in a big way as well. So the only other bright spot, I would say, Gradey Dick. I got to shout him out from off the bench. I loved what I saw from Gradey. He had the wicked highlight play reverse layup. I mean, boy, Gradey Dick showing us his athleticism. The guy just could do more than just shoot. We know that. I mean, he's always shown us a little bit of the little things, it seems. But in this game, Gradey Dick, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, had that highlight reel layup, 14 points, and he did have an assist. But I just think Gradey Dick's getting more comfortable, guys, which is great to see. I think he's starting to figure it out. And, Gradey Dick now is going to get more minutes. Obviously, after the trades have been made, and you want to see him playing more minutes as the Raptors are in this rebuild. And to see Gradey Dick put up 14 points, get his shots to fall, look good during his time out there in 22 minutes. I mean, that's all you can ask for. So this is a classic case of the Raptors got blown out. They lost the game, but you got to draw some positives from this game since they are in a rebuild, and those would be my positives. Scottie Barnes and Gradey Dick were the Raptors' best players on this night, so hopefully those players can keep it rolling, and they are the Raptors' 2 youngest players, Barnes and Dick, so definitely giving us a little glimpse of the future, and you just hope those guys can continue to get better, especially Dick, who, like I said, is going to continue to get, you would think, more and more opportunities here for the second part of the season. So we also saw the new guys in this one, Kelly Olynyk and Agbaji. They officially made the Raptors debuts. They were available Friday night against Houston, but they did not play. They did play in this one. Olynyk, pretty cool, coming in to an ovation, waving to the crowd. And you can tell he's just super happy to be here. Olynyk, he's going to provide a lot of solid veteran leadership for this Raptors team, just being that presence that can help some of these younger guys. In this one, Olynyk, 22 minutes, 4 of 10 from the field. He had 11 points, 6 rebounds. So he did struggle. Yeah, he did have 3 steals and a block. He did struggle from the field, but I thought Olynyk did a little bit of, he showed us a little bit of everything tonight, just, the different parts of his game. And you look at a guy like Kelly, he was actually the first guy from off the bench. So he was the 6th man for the Raptors in this one. And Darko's going to play him. Kelly Olynyk, he's going to be a key piece of this bench. And we saw early on in this one, when he did come into the game, we saw a rotation where he and Pirtle were on the floor together. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And then we also saw a rotation where Scottie Barnes was the point guard on the floor. And obviously we're going to see more of that with Scottie Barnes being the primary backup ball handler with Schroeder gone. Barnes is going to get the ball handling duties when Quickly isn't out there. So outside of that, I mean, Bruce Brown struggled big time, 2 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. And then we saw a couple of guys in garbage time this was just a very bad loss. I mean, you knew it was going to be tough. Cleveland, they are just on their own tier right now, just clearly a cut above the Toronto Raptors. So, like I said, didn't expect the Raptors to win this game, especially with the way Cleveland's been playing. And Cleveland, they just keep coming at you, man. Points in the paint, they dominated. And, they didn't even shoot the ball well from 3, only 14 of 41, but they did shoot at 52% from the field. But like I said, that defense really gave the Raptors problems, especially when they got in some of those scoring droughts. They did a good job of moving the basketball too, beat the Raptors at their own game in that respect, 36-22 in the assists. And rebounded the Raptors 47-40. So Cleveland, they win again. They hand the Raptors another loss. The Raptors, so close it seemed to finally getting that 3-game winning streak in that pizza party, but they do not get it done. And the Raptors have not won 3 games in a row, guys, since last March. It's been a while. But that's going to conclude today's recap. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Drop a comment down below. Hit a like, subscribe to the channel for more. That's it for me. It's Lucas signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe.